One must pass through the circumference of time before arriving at the center of opportunity. A wise man gets more use from his enemies than a fool from his friends. Dreams will get you nowhere. A good kick in the pants will take you a long way. Respect yourself if you would have others respect you. Don't lie, but don't tell the whole truth. Don't express your ideas too clearly. Most people think little of what they understand and venerate what they do not. Self-knowledge is the beginning of self-improvement. Without courage, wisdom bears no fruit. Self-reflection is the school of wisdom. True knowledge lies in knowing how to live. It is good to vary in order that you may frustrate the curious, especially those who envy you. The envious die not once, but as oft as the envied win applause. Hope is a great falsifier. Let good judgment keep her in check. Hope has a good memory, gratitude a bad one. Life is a warfare against the malice of others. Aspire rather to be a hero than merely appear one. O life, you should never had begun, but since you did, you should never end. It is a great piece of skill to know how to guide your luck, even while waiting for it. Folly consists not in committing folly, but in being incapable of concealing it. All men make mistakes, but the wise conceal the blunders they have made, while fools make them public. Reputation depends more on what is hidden than on what is seen. If you can't be good, be careful. There are rules to luck. Not everything is chance for the wise. Luck can be helped by skill. Luck can be assisted. It is not all chance with the wise. Quit while you're ahead. All the best gamblers do. The wise does at once what the fool does at last. The great art of giving consists in this: the gift should cost very little and yet be greatly coveted, so that it may be the more highly appreciated. Great ability develops and reveals itself increasingly with every new assignment. Be first the master of yourself. When you counsel someone, you should appear to be reminding him of something he had forgotten, not of the light he was unable to see. Never do anything when you are in a temper, for you will do everything wrong. Hear, see, and be silent. Be content to act and leave the talking to others. Always leave something to wish for. Otherwise, you will be miserable from your very happiness. No and yes are words quickly said, but they need a great amount of thought before you utter them. A gilded no is more satisfactory than a dry yes. Little said is soon amended. There is always time to add a word, never to withdraw one. He that communicates his secret to another makes himself that other's slave. Friendship multiplies the good of life and divides the evil. Never have a companion that casts you in the shade. It is better to sleep on things beforehand than lie awake about them afterwards. One should cultivate good habits of memory, for it is capable of making existence a paradise or an inferno. Put a grain of boldness into everything you do. Always act as if you were seen. Politeness is the chief sign of culture. A single lie destroys a whole reputation of integrity. The best skill at cards is knowing when to discard. A bad manner spoils everything, even reason and justice. A good one supplies everything, gilds a no, sweetens a truth, and adds a touch of beauty to old age itself. It is better to have too much courtesy than too little, provided you are not equally courteous to all, for that would be injustice. A beautiful woman should break her mirror early. A synonym is a word you use when you can't spell the other one. There's no greater absurdity than taking everything seriously. For the advice in a joke is sometimes more useful than the most serious teaching. There is none who cannot teach somebody something, and there is none so excellent but he is excelled. Superiority is always detested. Cunning grows in deceit at seeing itself discovered, and tries to deceive with truth itself. Two kinds of people are good at foreseeing danger: those who have learned at their own expense, and the clever people who learn a great deal at the expense of others. The greatest service you can render someone else is helping him help himself. Never compete with someone who has nothing to lose. Do not commit yourself to anybody or anything, for that is to be a slave to every man above all. Keep yourself free of commitments and obligations. They are the device of another to get you into his power. Never open the door to a lesser evil, for other and greater ones invariably slink in after it. Things do not pass for what they are, but for what they seem. Most things are judged by their jackets. It is more offensive to outshine in dignity than in personal attractions. He that has satisfied his thirst turns his back on the well. Nature scarcely ever gives us the very best. For that we must have recourse to art.